I started drawing in second grade, and I remember it. I remember really well because I used to trace comic strips of Garfield, full comic strips, and I would take it to school, and I would tell everybody that I just drew them from hand, that I didn't trace them at all, when in fact I did. And so these kids, my friends were like, "Oh, Marcus is the best artist in the world. Look what he can draw." And so I would do that. I did that for like 6 or 7 months, and eventually it got to the point where we were at recess, and one of my friends asked me if I could draw Garfield for him, and I just freaked out. I just panicked in my head because I didn't have any tracing paper, I didn't have a comic strip, so I decided to do it. And lo and behold, I could draw Garfield without having to trace it. So my love of drawing came from so much practice of drawing this comic that eventually I just picked it up and I got it, and I was able to do it on my own. And since then, I've just been drawing like crazy. I've just, every grade I've been in, I've been the kid that draws comics. I've been the kid that draws Calvin and Hobbes, you know, Snoopy, Garfield. And eventually when I got older, I started getting into actual comic books instead of comic strips. So X-Men and Batman, and especially Superman, because that at the time, when I was around sixth grade is when the death of Superman came out, and that's the thing that that really got me into storytelling. And so my love of art and drawing and writing stories and telling stories through comics came from that. And that's you know, I did it for so long, copying other people, that eventually I wanted to do it on my own and have my own stories, and that's where these stories come from. That's where Recess Warriors comes from. That's where Ben Braver comes from. I get to create my own world and do my own drawings.